Today we explore everything we know about F-Zero based specifically on the SNES lore. Lore from later games may contradict the information presented here. However, that will be discussed in future F-Zero videos. With that disclaimer out of the way, let us begin. What is F-Zero? In the latter half of the 20th century, mankind was gripped by the fear of being invaded by extraterrestrials. They referred to the sighted spacecraft as UFOs, unidentified flying objects. It is now the year 2560, and through the human race's countless encounters with alien life forms throughout the universe, Earth's social framework has expanded to cosmic proportions. Now, trade, technology transfer, and cultural interchange are carried out on an interplanetary basis. The multi-billionaires who earned their enormous wealth through intergalactic trade, while satisfied with their rich lifestyles, also yearned for new entertainment to stimulate their lazy, uneventful lives. Their wishes were met by a call for a new project based on a seemingly simple premise. Why not hold on a galactic scale some competition like the F1 races that were once held on Earth centuries ago? At once, everyone jumped at this idea. Rich merchants from cities in the clouds or asteroids with almost uninhabitable environments invested their wealth into the construction of racing circuits. These racing circuits were located as high up as 300 feet above ground and held in place by anti-gravitational guide beams on both sides of the course. The racing machines developed for these tracks used the latest in supermagnetic technology and were designed to travel without wheels, hovering 1 foot above the course track. When the first Grand Prix race was held, people were angered at the brutality of the competition. The organizers had, during construction, placed various obstacles and traps along the raceway. But as time passed, and people grew used to these dangers, they soon demanded even more excitement in the race. In time, winning this race meant earning the highest honor that could be bestowed on anyone in the universe. In a very short time, people came to call this Grand Prix F-Zero. In the F-Zero Grand Prix, 15 courses are located across 9 different planets spread throughout the galaxy. We have some of the descriptions for these planets and their courses. Mute City. This is the biggest city on all of the Space Federation planets. Mute City has prospered from intergalactic trade and boasts a population of more than 200 million. Its original name was Mutant City and serves as the opening race for all 3 leagues of the F-Zero Grand Prix. Big Blue. 99% of this planet's surface is covered in water. The final corner of this race has been given a special coating that blocks magnetic fields. Pilots must take care not to slide out of control here. Sand Ocean. The entire surface is covered in dunes. In ancient days, primitive animals once lived on this planet. However, now only their fossilized remains can be found. This course requires high-level driving techniques. Take care in the sharp corners by cleverly deciding the right lines to follow. Deathwind. The most peaceful place in the universe, a planet where fierce winds blow relentlessly. Though this course appears to have a simple design, it is narrow and difficult to travel along due to severe side winds. Often, winning or losing is decided by how skillfully a pilot is able to master the dash zones. Silence. A truly soundless planet, where not even a single noise can be heard. Designated as the final course for the Night League, this track is made up of almost entirely right-angled corners. It is truly a test of a pilot's judgment and cornering technique. White Land. Covered in crystals, this has to be the most romantic planet in the universe. An extremely demanding course with 2 hairpin corners that have been coated to block out magnetic fields. Port Town. This is a harbor town that has been a relay point for intergalactic trade since times gone by. It is renowned among pilots as the most technically demanding of all courses, as well as having left and right pull magnets, forced deceleration zones, tight chicanes, and other traps. It also has a wide variety of corners. Now let's meet our pilots and their machines. The Blue Falcon is piloted by Captain Falcon, originally from Port Town. Rumored to be in his early 30s, though his exact age remains unknown. He is a renowned and talented bounty hunter with his life being shrouded in mystery. If you are interested in learning more about Captain Falcon, consider checking out the Story of Captain Falcon video. I will have it linked in the cards above and pinned in the comment section below. Captain Falcon is a man who isn't afraid to tread through dangerous waters if the pay is right. Even so far as to go through Samurai Goroh's turf to collect bounties and escape right under his nose. F-Zero seems to be a race that he isn't worried about, as he is confident in his abilities, despite how dangerous the courses are. Even hours before the race is to begin, he is seen in Mute City attempting to collect bounties on wanted crime bosses. The Blue Falcon is a work of art. No one knows who designed and made the vehicle. With a maximum speed of 457 kilometers per hour, generated by the 3,200 horsepower engine, weighing in at a respectable 1,260 kilograms. The machine was tuned by Captain Falcon himself. It is an easy vehicle to control, credited with forgiving handling and solid top speed. A true work of mechanical genius. The Golden Fox is piloted by Dr. Stuart. Born in Mute City, age 31, Dr. Stuart followed the lifestyle of the elite as an accomplished and well-respected medical doctor. However, after the death of his father, Professor Kevin Stewart, he has raced in the F-Zero Grand Prix. Dr. Stuart thinks highly of himself as a driver and poorly of the competition, believing that Captain Falcon and others aren't qualified to participate in such an esteemed race. His main motivation behind the Grand Prix doesn't seem to be anything deeper than his search for fame and recognition. The Golden Fox was designed and built by Kevin Stewart, Robert's father, who has since passed away. He gave priority to the vehicle's acceleration. In compensation for its engine's lower horsepower output, the frame is substantially lighter than the other vehicles we are covering today. The top speed of the Golden Fox is 438 kilometers per hour, which is the slowest on straights out of the four main racers. The engine providing 2,950 horsepower to a 1,020 kilograms machine. The lighter design was an attempt to reduce the amount of G-force on the course's surface instead of attaching additional engine power. The result, however, made it difficult to strike a good balance, and thus resulted in poor handling around corners. The vehicle being lighter also meant that the Golden Fox needed to shed some of its protective armoring in order to maintain its lower body weight. Piloting this machine requires a high level of skill, as mistakes could prove fatal. The Wild Goose is piloted by Pico, age 34, originally from Deathwind, a planet that is known for being peaceful despite its name. An ex-soldier who worked for Palapoto's Special Fighting Unit. He is a highly aggressive pilot who has little to no regard for anyone outside his own species. Official records state his occupation as an F-Zero pilot. However, rumors suggest he is a competent hitman for hire. Little is known about Pico other than him being the second most dangerous thing in the F-Zero tournament, the first being the courses themselves. The Wild Goose was made by Sergeant Lippet, a soldier like Pico who was also a member of the Palapoto tribe. The design was custom made to suit Pico's driving style, fitted with extra armor and durability to be able to cause as much damage as possible to other racers without compromising on speed. Weighing in at 1,620 kilograms and powered by a 3,670 horsepower engine, the Wild Goose can reach speeds of up to 462 kilometers per hour, making him the second fastest overall machine. Finally, we have the Fire Stingray, piloted by Samurai Goroh. Not much is known about him. He is believed to be Japanese-American, aged somewhere in his early 40s. He is the leader of a renegade band of thieves that are known to hide out in Red Canyon. He participates in the Grand Prix under an alias, though it doesn't fool many people. Rumors say that his machine is also stolen property, as it is equipped with two RS-5025 engines which are top of the line. Samurai Goroh entered F-Zero in an attempt to get revenge on Captain Falcon for constantly swiping bounties from under his nose. His most recent encounter with Captain Falcon was only hours before the first race in Mute City was set to begin. Samurai Goroh is no fool though. He knows how dangerous the F-Zero Grand Prix is, and takes it very seriously. The Fire Stingray is the heaviest machine in the F-Zero Grand Prix, weighing in at 1,960 kilograms. To put this into perspective, this is just shy of being double the weight of the Golden Fox, with a max speed of 478 kilometers per hour being produced by his 3,800 horsepower engine. This makes Samurai Goroh not only the heaviest racer, but the fastest overall when he reaches top speed. He unfortunately gives up a lot of acceleration for this, so you'll often find Samurai Goroh trying to take advantage of the different boosting stations seen on the courses. Overall, this is pretty much all the information we know from the Snes F-zero lore. Of course, details changed over the years, and there are some changes with every version of F-zero. If there is enough interest, I'll continue to explore the F-zero franchise in a series of videos that will continue from this one. Please subscribe if you like the content and leave a like on the video. It really helps the channel out. Also, don't forget to take a look at the F-zero Captain Falcon video linked below. Thanks for watching.
I told you to subscribe to Quest Gamer.
Oh shit.